Alright, here's that replay from my post Saturday, I think it was. So, this is the Ace Tanker match that I got with my Pershing tank here. Let me just adjust the sound a little bit. Might be a little too noisy here. So I'll drop things down a little bit. There, that should be good. Okay, so this match, tier 8, but minimum of 6 or 7. This is actually pretty decent match. Usually I see tier 9s or even 10s in this on the usual account. So right from the get-go, I'm off to a good start here. I decided that since I'll head into the middle and do some scouting for my team. From the looks of the mini-map, we have heavy tanks. We got 2 of them coming up the middle on the right-hand side there at F6. Got a couple guys going for the hill. A little surprising to see so few people going up the hill. Usually half the team decides to go up the hill blissfully. We have a lot of heavy tanks in the lower left corner. At this point I'm contemplating on going over this little hump into the lower section below there, right in front of me. That's a pretty good spot to go to if you're planning on doing some scouting, because it is a lowered area like where I'm at right now, just further up. So you can, if you have good view range and such, then you'll be able to easily spot the enemy all the way back in around the C1 and 2 area, maybe even with some luck into the B area. We got one heavy moving up in the G1 there. Not a whole lot going on here. We've lost one tank already, and I think he was one of the heavy tanks on the right-hand side. We just lost our Tiger 1, our Rim B. Those things are very nasty. I hate having to run into those. Alright, I just took a few shots there. Lit up one heavy tank. Get my team's attention to look that way. Now, one nice thing that really worked out for me is my team has actually moved up a little bit in the lower left corner. They are now moving up to positions in H1 and 2. What I'm doing right here is I'm using bushes to keep me concealed while I can still spot. That E4 over there, the Super Pershing, he's pretty much going to be a thorn in my side for most of the match. You'll see why. Now when it comes to scouting, like what I'm doing here, you need to be constantly vigilant of everything going on around you. And not to brag about myself or anything, but in this match I did a pretty darn good job at doing just that. As you can see, I'll spastically be switching around from camera views here. So the whole time that Super Pershing is going to be right over there, right on that side of the hill. Got an IS tank moving up over here. I believe that's an IS-6. Yep, we got an IS-6 that just charged right by. I didn't even know I was there. That's because of all the bushes along that road there. Keep me concealed, even though I was probably lit up from the Super Pershing there. Took a few hits from an unknown tank. Willing to bet that would be the tier 7 Japanese light tank. Now, I spotted that artillery over there, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I gotta take that guy out. The only artillery unit on the enemy's team. Take a few hits, mostly bounces though. Get another shot off just as he lights up again, and boom. No more artillery for the enemy team. That gives us a good advantage, even though it's only tier 6 artillery in a tier 8 match. Now, I was thinking of maybe doing something about all the heavy tanks to my right flank, but I opted against it. Figured staying over here and keeping things preoccupied would be the best move for the guys on our western here. Get a solid hit in that Japanese medium over there. Get another shot loaded. Take a general shot where he might be. Missed. That super Pershing is still annoying the heck out of me, keeping me lit up, or trying to keep me lit up. Given from the lack of shots being made towards me, I would have to say that it isn't really keeping me lit up too much. But I'm not entirely sure. Somebody took a pot shot at me. There's another shot, probably from the Chi-Ri. Got an SU tank destroyer over there. I think that's the 122-44. Yep. That thing has a 122mm gun that just will tear you a new one. This guy probably isn't the best, given how he missed me at 2,500 meters, 250 meters, about. Finish him off here. One of us finishes him off. Got him all nice and tracked, and both of these. Super Pershing still being annoying over there, keeping me lit up. One nice thing about the Pershing that makes it a good scouting tank is the front turret armor on it. It has some pretty good turret armor, so you can actually bounce shots if you're doing hold down tactics. Similar to the T-29 and T-32, but to a lesser extent. I mean, you can't do that with heavy tanks and expect shots to bounce. It's just not going to work out. But for medium tanks, like what I'm fighting here, the Super Pershing and the Chi-Ri, which have lower penetration, both of them are around the 150 to 180 range as far as penetration goes, which in tier 8 battles, that's really not, it's not too great. Doing a really good job here at keeping damage away from me, doing a lot of bouncing. Perfect weak spot on the Super Pershing are those binocular looking things on the top of the turret. That is a huge weak spot. If you try to shoot anywhere else on the turret, it's probably either going to not penetrate or just bounce off because of all that spaced armor in the front of it. Finish off the rim Borsig. That's what some people call it. Got another tank destroyer moving up here, an AT-7. Try to track it. He stops trying to take some shots. As with most of the British tank destroyers, the little hatch up top there is a big weak spot. Try to go for another shot here. Don't quite hit it. Take a good shot from the Super Pershing. Go back to him. He's keeps doing what I'm doing, moving forward, backing off, and if he would have stayed up close, he would have taken another big chunk out of my health. The Chi-Ri just nailed me good with his clip gun. That's the one nice thing about the Japanese mediums in the upper tiers, especially the Chi-Ri. They have some pretty good guns. The Chi-Ri in particular gets this nice autoloader that has 3 rounds per clip, and it's like half a second to a second between shots, so you can get shots off repeatedly, and they do pretty decent damage. When you add all 3 shots up, if they penetrate, you do easily 300 damage at the minimum. And it's pretty quick to reload the clips too, so I'm really liking the Japanese medium tanks. Chi-Ri just finished off our rim Borsig. Trying to get up to get another shot at him. Looks like that shot hit, considering I didn't see any dirt fly up where the shot went to. Right now our team is doing pretty good, 10-8. Our eastern flank is pushed up pretty far now. Still trying to get tanks lit up for our side here. Got one heavy tank left with me, a Tiger II. Still using these bushes for be concealed. That is just key doing any kind of scouting at all. Got a Panther moving up here. Get one good shot into him. Got another shot into him. Now at this point, Panthers, their guns have a really good penetration. And he nailed me there. So, we got the Tiger II. He's trying to fend off against the Chiri. He managed to take out the Panther. Now watch the damage that Tiger II takes from this Tier 7 Japanese medium tank. And that thing is ridiculous. Has a pretty good health pull too for a medium tank, 1250. And it's less than the Pershing, but it's still a pretty decent health pull for a Tier 7 light medium tank. Alright, switching over between the other tanks here. Now it's 3-on-3. Our last heavy tank, another Tiger, or a VK4502A. Not used to seeing these kind of tanks or dealing with them all that much. But he's hunting down their last medium tank up here, the T69. The other two tanks, they're going to be showing up on the western flank over there. Communication is also very key to winning any kind of battle. As much as people really don't like to do it, communicating with your team about what health enemy tanks have left on certain flanks really will help them out. It'll help give them some kind of morale boost if they know that the enemy tanks on a certain flank are very low in health. It'll give them a little bit of encouragement to actually go out and try to take out those tanks. Which, to me, more often than not, that's how you get a lot of losses, is when your team just freezes up because they don't know what to do. So you want to try to get them unfrozen, so to speak. Switch back to the French tank destroyer here. Now the VK, he can go and start doing the cap, and he probably could have capped the game, but he'll actually be heading back down here trying to help out. Now we got the T25-2 moving up over there. He's spotted, lit up. And he's gone. He's moving forward. He's moving down. Now I don't have it selected on here since this is through the common test server. But one nice thing that they added is the updated mini-map options where they'll show last positions and where your gun's pointing and such. And for tank destroyers, it'll show the arc of what your gun can traverse. Same thing with artillery, which is really nice. Now this guy is playing it smart. He's cautiously waiting behind the bushes so he's nice and concealed for the enemy to show up. At this point, if the enemy were to go for our cap, they would probably be spotted easily by this guy as they're moving across the open terrain towards our capture point. Now the Chiri here, he decides to go up over the hill, and that is the price he paid. Going up over hills like that is a very dangerous risk that you can take, especially at the end of the match like this. The enemy's T69, he's complaining that the artillery is hacking or some other useless annoyance. It's funny when people do that. It's like they don't think, oh yeah, this player is probably skilled, that's why he hit me. No, they just assume that, oh yeah, that guy's just hacking. That's what it is. At this point, there's not enough time for each team to cap out, so it's time to get into tank hunting mode. T25-2 is spotted, and he is out. You guys saw the stats already. I posted them up on Facebook. If you haven't, check it out. I have a Facebook page. Just search my YouTube name here, and you should be able to find my page. I'll repost the pictures up in the page so you guys can see the exact results. But in this battle, I roughly did about 3,000 damage. Spotting damage was like 1,500 or 2,000, something around there. I blocked about 2,000 damage. And it was just a phenomenal game for me. And phenomenal team in general here, as you guys can watch through this replay again and just mute it or whatever and just watch the replay and just, it's pretty good. I was very happy about this battle. It definitely made my day. Alright, that's it for this video. If you guys are liking the World of Tanks videos here, just leave likes. Definitely look up my other videos. I have a ton of World of Tanks content on here. If you guys want to see something in particular, you want to see me do battles in some of my other tanks, just let me know. Comment if you want to see certain tanks. I'll see if I can get you those videos. And stay tuned. Wednesday, I'll probably be doing a Skyrim video. Get the next installment of the series going. And then I might be doing a reboot of a series I kind of started but never really got back to. Might be doing a reboot of that next week, so keep an eye out. As always, if you guys want to see a certain game, definitely leave a comment saying, hey, maybe you should play this game, or I want to see this content. Something like that. Definitely let me know. Open ears over here. So, see you guys next time, and definitely keep on keeping on. Alright, won't bore you guys anymore. See you guys later.